Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Central Oregon Shenanigans. Today, making a little bit of progress on this. Don't worry about this line here. This is all going to get redone. Power steering line. We got some new oil lines down there. I had to have a oil line made for the turbo. Figured out how to get this this plate bolted in there. Figured out how to get that thing on there so that the heater core line works. But we'll get back to this because I'm going to do a little bit of work on this. I'm still waiting. The nipple for this, for the other end of that line, is in Courtney's car. So I'm going to have to wait on that one. What you guys seen in mine and James's last video is this. And we've had it here for just over a week now. We've got some major problems here. The guy decided that he was going to kick his way out. So not only did he bend that in, he bent the door out. Now, tire clearance. Yeah, it looks bad. It looks really, really bad. But that's because of this. This radius arm right here is bent, and it's almost bent into the driveline. But we're going to take care of that. We are going to part out my maroon truck. I need the hood. I need the core support. You can't really see it there, but right here, this is where it took the brunt. Every bit of this, whatever this metal piece is, I got a clean one there. This fender's wrinkled. As far as I know, the radiator's still intact. This fender, we are going to have John come down here and respray this truck. I do like the colors. I like everything about this. And we're going to try to keep it the same color. I don't care if I've got black inner fenders. So they attempted to do something and put real tree fabric over the, it's not gonna stay that way. They tried to do the same thing over there. It's got a dash pad. It's a fitted dash pad. The little power outs broke. This is just absolutely disgusting. I don't know if the trailer brakes work. We'll have to find that out later. It needs a good cleaning on the inside. Headliner's in pretty good shape. For the most part, the body's in good shape. There's a little asshole there. Back bumper's decent. The tailgate piece needs to be replaced. This right here, James talked about that. There's a hole in this. There's a dent there. I mean, like we said, we got two fenders. This one's got a little fucking gouge in it up there. I don't know if you can see that, but right there. Looks like the clear's peeling off the top of that. A door that opens. Like I said, fitted dash pad. We'll get that all cleaned up. Got a new spindle down there. Antennas here. Fucked up license plate. All the paperwork on this truck. Like this. I know that it looked like shit and that it was brown, but still, I mean, at least if you're gonna do it, fill it right. I know the guy who did this. He did this years upon years ago. Oh, back when the fabric looked like that. And it looked pretty decent. I mean, we have it on this side. This little cracked door piece, I'm not too worried about that. Being a single cab. Oh, what do we got back here? Let's see. I've got a bag with a pen in it. This. Oh, PBR can. Smells fairly fresh. Oh, looks like somebody was trying to quit smoking. Oh, looks like somebody was using that in here, which it is what it is. Garbage. Got a Mountain Bachelor cup with a carabiner for a handle. It's always a plus. What did we get here? Got a 9/16 and a 1/2 inch open end on both sides. Oh, is that elusive 10 millimeter? No, God, no. 1/4 inch socket. Put that up with the rest of the shit. Anything on that side? I don't think so. Well, like I said, a lot of cleaning needs to be done. We'll get it taken care of. It's not going to be a big deal. The biggest deal is going to be the body panel replacements. As far as cleaning this up, I'm far from worried about it. Time consuming, I know that. But I'm kind of pissed because I might have to run my little gay mirrors for a while until I can find a set that are not spray painted black and replace those. But as far as the rest of the suspension looks, I don't know if anything's broke till we get that radius arm and get stuff put back together. Then we'll be able to tell if something's broke, if a hub's fucked up, or something along those lines. So Courtney got a new dog. This is Sadie. Huh? You say hi? Yeah. Gotta have you tied up, huh? Or you run away while I'm outside working. Yeah. Always a good girl. I know. You're excited. We're not going inside. You're not going inside. This thing. This wonderful nightmare of mine and James's. So I got the power steering line hooked up. I've got that tightened down to where it needs to be to go in the back there. This little guy right here, this needs a bolt and what looks like a spacer. They had, if I can find it, they had a nut in there. It's roaming around here somewhere. As soon as this gets out of here, my garage is going to get cleaned. We're going to try something a little bit different on this. I'm going to mock up the alternator and the air conditioning pump over on this side. Get this situated. Get this half rubber crap off of here. Let's see if we can get this line pushed down a little bit and out of our way. That way the cooling system's hooked up. We're going to try and get this running by this weekend. Not necessarily driving, but I want to check for leaks, make sure that everything's copacetic. Put the downpipe on, maybe take it around the block. I doubt it, but I would love to try. James and I are not going to hook up the intercooler yet. I'm going to grab the AC pump, the compressor, and the alternator and screw them in there and see what it's going to look like when it sets. Alright, already see a problem. So if the AC compressor goes there, the alternator goes there, how are we supposed to rectify this? I don't know. James and I are going to have to come up with something. That is for sure. Maybe a short little stubby air filter for right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Yeah, I mean, I just placed them on there. Didn't even tighten the bolts all the way down. This is gonna be a lot of crap on this side of the motor. We'll get it all figured out. Placement. That's what it's gonna come down to. What can get placed where and how we can make it work. I know the pumps need to come off, or the pump and the alternator need to come off already. That little bearing right here, this guy, I'm pretty positive James and I'm gonna try and not use it. I have a feeling I have to, but if I don't, then I'm not, which it looks like with that tack wheel I'm gonna have to use that just to go around the tack sensor right there. If that tack sensor wasn't there, I don't think I'd have to use it at all, but it's gonna be a slow process. slower process. I'm gonna work on it when I can. The blue truck is just collecting dust, and that's on my end, James's end. We have been extremely busy at work. The white pickup is going to be my priority. We're going to get this one done. Then we're going to move to stripping down my maroon pickup. We're going to try to get John Fox out here for somewhere close to Labor Day weekend, and get him out here, have that thing ready and prepped and good to go for paint. I mean, other than that, I'm just gonna tinker around with this. I'll get you updates on where we're at and what we're doing. Yeah, I'll continue to work on this, see if I can get some other things done. I know the turbo bolts need to get put back in. The power steering pump here, it needs to get put back. It needs to get put on. The Wabasco, however you say that. Get this side all buttoned up, and yeah, we're just gonna go from there. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. I'm gonna hope for the best. See what we can do to make a little bit of enjoyable content.